From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Brooklyn taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. ETN to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Hurts going to keep it running right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. Elijah Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Now back to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On second down, ETN once more. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Able to slither by. And he is out of bounds downs inside the 35. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the option, here's Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Hurts. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to add on to that lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Hands it off out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Street. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Well, the Rams are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw, eluding the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
19. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
ETN. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Past the 60. Past the 60. Alert. Alert. Hut, hut.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Hold the ready.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 51-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. trace their backgrounds, trace their histories, you'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and 8. They'll set up to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts going to move him around. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Shifts by him, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Atwell now from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the 1st half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
19 Lions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught into space at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. And a big 32-yard play on third. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 114 yards now for ETN, and he's got a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 1st down, Hurts. This one left side caught by Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Thunderbirds have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Atwell now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
63, 63, 63.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nico Collins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Thunderbirds are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Atwell now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Steps away. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
65 catch, 65 catch. 18 rattlers, 18 rattlers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Let's go now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
54, Rams 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Thunderbirds 61, Rams 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19. Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19, Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
70. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here. That's good. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go